If you want to contact sport, as Peter David says, go and play ballet.
Welcome to the most legendary rugby show on these interwebs, That Rugby Show, Maseru. The backstory to today's show has been very interesting indeed. On the end today, we have Rangarirai. How are you, bro?
For yourself, eh?
Yeah, nothing wrong.
Good, you're good.
Yeah, we had a good run out on Wednesday. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm wearing shorts.
I can see that.
Any opportunity you get in autumn, wear shorts.
Great.
Yeah.
Like the Englishman you are.
Speaking of my Englishman, to my right here I have Ba'a.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Why is it sticking?
It is sticking.
Say your T's, bro.
It's sticking.
Oh, say your T's.
How you doing, Ba'a?
I'm healthy.
You're
bro.
healthy, bro.
I'm healthy.
Yeah, I gave us a bit of a health scare,
Give me a
but
health scare. Turns
yeah.
out I can't breathe at night.
you don't breathe at night.
I've got
you
that-
literally die.
That sleep apnea, bro.
Yeah. You die when you go to bed.
I think I've joined the ranks of big men like Os.
Yeah.
Maybe Trevor even. Like I'm sure Trevor might be one of us.
Trevor.
Us non-sleepers, us non-breathers. But no, I'm back. I'm healthy, bro.
Happy to hear you're healthy. Yeah.
I'm feeling it. I'm ready for a round of touch.
Are you ready to?
I'm ready to give the ball a better
Which field though, eh?
We'll talk about that.
All right, lads. Let's talk a little bit of Varsity Cup. Final was on Monday. Heartbreaking end for us Ike Tigers.
Hey man.
Sorry guys.
Hey man.
Yes.
That was
42 all.
Yeah.
And last kick of the game.
there was a guy, but remember UCT could have won as well because there was
Yeah,
a kick.
they got
Yeah,
they scored a try
Yeah.
at 80 minutes.
Yes.
Had the kick to end it.
Didn't go
Didn't
over.
go over.
It was a difficult kick.
Yeah, it was a tough kick.
And I mean, it's also difficult as well. And the guy just recently, I think a couple of phases before, had actually almost scored.
Yeah.
Made a
Yeah.
So,
Line
I
break.
mean,
Yeah.
I think from doing all of that, then regrouping to now say, okay, let me refocus and
Yeah. Go again.
kick for the post.
And last week he had a big week. He I think highest varsity cup point scorer.
Yeah.
250 points last week.
Yeah.
What school did this guy go to? This
Not
is
sure.
Ntokozo Makaza.
Yeah, Makaza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not 100% sure. I'll find out.
I think this is the mention something about Joe Works.
So I don't like that 9-point try here.
You don't like that?
yes.
That from the one from your house.
No, that's you. I love everything about Varsity Cup except that.
Except for that.
That doesn't make me happy.
Yeah.
No, but varsity cup. Remember the whole vibe. They are building it so that it is a varsity product.
So let
They
me
want
say,
you to just run it.
that's actually what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it's like the varsity college in America. The college ball.
Yes.
This is that it's having that same effect, but it's having an even greater effect because the pool of players is expanding so wide. I saw somebody on Twitter said that Varsity Cup, like the Shimlas and the Ikes, would fit right into the Guinness Premiership. They said they'd be mid-table Guinness Premiership sides.
Maybe Australia. not Guinness. Let's put some respect to the northern.
I chuckled.
Yeah.
But it's, I mean, the point is the standard is actually really high.
Yeah. It is.
It's a proper standard of rugby.
It is. I think, but the thing is, as well, you must also understand. I mean, UCT is also coached by Robbie Flex there.
That's right.
So I mean, that's he's Thomas coach.
Yeah.
Thomas Springbok.
Yeah.
Shimla's Tian Limburg.
Tian Limburg, yeah.
And you got UJ, Jonathan Mokwena.
Yeah.
A couple of these guys.
Yeah, they all cut their teeth.
They cut their teeth there. So understandably, yes, they would be like that. And I mean, then the guys also teach the guys a nice balance because a lot of what I like, the most important thing I like that the guys actually graduate academy. That is what.
That's an important
That's
thing.
an important thing.
Yeah.
Because in our times, I mean, guys would get away with just play, and then he just fades away.
Yeah.
So now you're seeing a lot of guys. Even you saw the Stormers guy, Nama. He got.
I mean, he's starting now from the URC.
He just got his degree on something.
Yeah.
Just now, and not a BA. He like something I can't remember.
What are you saying about the BA?
So,
What are you saying about the humanities?
No. I studied a BA. So
Am I the only commerce player?
Yeah.
So
Outlier.
I miss Duncan Sandy.
So I mean, at the end of the day, you know, that's what I like about varsity cup. That at least you know, there's mentorship.
Yes.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Francois Pino's brainchild, eh?
Yes.
Varsity Cup.
I saw he spoke at this final.
Okay.
So remember it was a FNB, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And he was there. So then there's a company now. He's like, I think he's the main.
He's the dude behind that.
He's actually sorting himself out.
Okay.
You know,
Wonderful.
Properly.
Yeah.
And you're seeing the carry on into like players used to Varsity Cup as an alternative if they didn't make it.
Yeah.
But now players, like we saw it early with like Delende.
Yeah.
He went through. Now, as you said, Kaba, Gary Porter was starting for Province this past weekend. He's like he's the second choice lock.
Yeah.
Maseru Marvin also played Varsity Cup now. There's a lot of players that ghost from Varsity Cup and still progress. So still get that academic background. You're solid to know that after your rugby career, you've got you know some hard skills that you can fall back.
I remember in the first or second edition, Nick Fenton Wells was ripping it up, and I can't remember what happened with the Stormers, but he actually ended up going overseas after Varsity Cup, and then you kind of saw that it's a proper stepping stone into you know.
So what happens with these guys, especially these guys who go and play, especially the clever guys? You find that these companies, equity companies that are backing the actual franchise, end up grooming these guys into some sort of Because I mean, if you look at the guys now, then when they end up, I mean, Scout Brits did a BCom, just a normal BCom, but he's working for your Brits company.
Yes,
You know, so I mean,
isn't that John de Villiers as well?
he's working for that fund.
Yeah.
Where he's I don't know what he is, but he does motivational speaking.
Guy gets paid.
He gets paid for it. You know, so
brings cash.
Yeah. So I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like guys that basically guys like I mean, like going back to guys like Scout Brits and Brad, guys like even Brad Barrett. Barrett is now what is it? He studied at Oxford. Why is it Saracens?
Why is there?
I mean, you know, the guys just look at it's also about your persona. Okay, look.
Your own acumen.
You know, if I'm in a corporate and John de Villiers walks in and they say he's going to come talk about rugby for an hour with us, you're going to get so much morale and output from your team.
Philip van der Merwe. He worked for Investec. He's a private banker. I think he's still.
No. He's now the president. He's in France.
Oh, is it?
He's president of Pempicanan. So they bought. There's some rich guy bought one of a D2 team. It's Pempicanan, but a French team. He bought it. He went and bought it. And after buying the team, then he's revamping everything. Flip van der Merwe is president of the club.
Brilliant.
He was a smart guy.
He's a smart
guy. Him and the brother. The brother was Francois.
Yes.
So Francois was smart. He studied actuary.
Oh wow.
Okay. Actuary. Very smart.
But it's just sitting there going,
And
your company.
You'll be pleased to know that Flip's father, he's also Flip, the father.
Yes,
He played in 81.
Yeah.
He was the heaviest Springbok prop.
Oh wow.
Before isolation.
How much was that?
145?
Yeah,
145. How much is Asanati? He's 145.
Who?
Asanati in Tabakani.
Yeah, he's 145.
Yeah.
Then after isolation in 92, it was Guy Cable.
Yes.
Yes. Oli Cable's dad. Yeah.
Roger Cable's brother.
The
Cable. So Guy was the biggest post 92.
He was a massive.
Oh, okay.
Massive.
How much did you weigh when you were packing down at?
No, I wasn't heavy at all.
Really?
I was actually. I was the lightest guy actually. I was being told, dude.
You need a backup.
That's why they wanted to move you to hooker.
But at the time, I was moved to hooker. But I was like, dude, bulk up. And I was just unable to get that, But there was a guy called. He played in 81 as well. His name was Hempis de Toy.
Yes.
So Hempis owns a wine farm outside of Stellenbosch.
Okay.
So he makes, that's when I heard port
for
the first time.
Yeah.
So some guy in the gym said to me, you know what, just go and see this guy and he'll help you with scrum technique. And I went to go see MP's the toy.
Yeah.
Went and saw him, and he
You
showed.
and MPs would do scrum techniques
Yeah,
and drink port.
I drink port. Yeah,
very cultured.
Very funny guy.
Sorry. Let's check the people there.
Oh, okay.
Cut and paste.
Yeah, so MP's. So my goal was always like MP's was playing at 105 kilograms at the time, and if he's playing international at 105, it only means one thing: his technique is good.
Yeah.
And he was known. They used to talk about. I would read and people would be saying, "The best scrum is MP's the toy. MP's the toy." You understand what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, I would rather play my weight and not bulk up, but work on my
technique.
That was why I was like still playing around the hundreds, 105 there, because that was my guy. You see, except he wasn't as mobile as I was.
He can do the things that you do.
But scrubbing that guy was.
Yeah.
And the techniques he showed me did get me out of trouble.
Very good. Very good. So Varsity Cup, a roaring success. Shimla's win, and we call it a success.
Yeah. I think it's good for the Varsity Cup. As we say, we were talking about upsets last weekend. I think it's a good upset.
So another thing that I don't like apart from the 9 points. You know the H polls?
The ones that but then Shimla's only.
Yeah.
Only Shimla's have this.
I don't like this. Yeah, making football polls.
There's method behind it. I don't know why.
What is the method?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
No, I think that the idea is, so if the pole, if the stump is behind the line, then you don't have that situation where
you're putting it
you're putting it
because that's no longer a try, eh? It has to be over the line.
Interesting fact that you're talking about. Do you guys know that the Donny Craven Stadium?
Yeah, Dr. Donny Craven Stadium.
Yeah. Do you know that this is what when we played there. This is if you didn't know, if you go there, that the 22 to the try line to the end goal, right? It's the exact same size.
Really?
Yeah. So
it's a lot of space to score.
So if you didn't know you could grab her, if you didn't know, you grab on that field, and you can still have.
And you've got some way to go.
When I look at even the Gallagher Premier, the guy while he's still trying to, go down, score! Because
it's literally a meter now.
It's a bit like our in goal at
TRS. And I'm like, but what's going on?
No, our in goal is short. You must put the ball down.
You must hurry up. You don't have time for play, girl. Put the ball down.
Actually, last week Danku was over the line and Gani caught him over.
Yes. Somebody's down gonna die.
And our rules are simple. If you get touched over the lines,
we play again.
Come back.
We play
5 meters.
Okay. We spoke a couple of weeks ago, but we seem to have lost the footage. It's fine. About the Springbok coaching job. Let's talk Springbok coaching job. Rassie Erasmus is going to take us to the World Cup.
Yes.
But an interesting thing has happened since then. Johan Ackerman is sniffing around.
Kind of come back to South Africa.
South African rugby. Let's talk about that whole melting pot.
So I think we spoke about it then when we were thinking, who could it have been other than Rassie? And we thought Johan Ackerman. We thought I know he's the Munster guy, Johan van Graan. And we came to the conclusion that there isn't
a standout.
Yeah, there's no one that could keep it going because Rassie brings in his people.
Yeah.
And he says it even in his book. I'm reading his book. Fantastic read. I remember you said you're next.
Yeah.
It's about picking the right people.
Yeah.
It's not about picking the best person. There's loads and loads and loads of amazing coaches. But is Johan Ackerman gonna be the right person for the type of rugby we're trying to play, which is aimed at winning the World Cup? Because I think that's our goal. Like, we've stopped trying to be...
Just remind me his name. The guy on... what's Ackerman's assistant coach when he was at the Lions? Swayze.
Yeah, Swayze de Bruin.
Swayze de Bruin. Okay, carry on now.
We're not trying to be we want to be like, the longest winning team, like match like 20 games unbeaten, whatever. But
the main thing is...
The main thing, we must win the World Cup.
Get Webb Ellis.
And Rassi knows how to win Webelas.
Bring Billy home.
Yes. Billy lives here. Love lives here. So I think it's interesting that Akama wants to come back, but I'm not sure whether he fits into
what's being done.
He's a big character as well.
Yeah.
So Rassi can manage I think Rassi can manage a big character, but he's done. So I remember 2019, he was the attack consultant. He came in, he knew what he was gonna do, and after that he was out.
He was like, sharp.
He was like,
But they definitely fell out. Yeah, I believe they did.
So it's a Rassi.
Yeah,
You reckon?
definitely.
Yeah, because I'm also wondering about Butters' shortness that he could manage a big character. I was gonna say, I wonder whether Bob Skinstad thinks the same.
No, look, managers in we'll do what we have to do. Afterwards, you'll leave.
Yeah.
But it's not like what happened with Alistair. Alistair lost the team because of big characters.
Yeah.
Rassi kept the big characters
On
in
side.
You watch Chasing the Sun in this current World Cup. Sia, Eben, and Dwayne were having a big rah-rah, and trying to manage those three must have been one of the hardest things. But he got them in line.
And he got them in line. I mean, he told them. I mean, that's the thing. Nobody's bigger than the team. Period. And that is what I mean. Guys do get ahead of themselves, obviously.
Guys, the highlight of Chasing the Sun. Sorry, just to branch off a bit. The highlight of Chasing the Sun is Peter Steph Totoy. That speech.
That little speech he made.
10 seconds.
That 10 seconds on the semi-final.
For me, it was Bongi crying.
That's super emotional. That's like no, but
I meant to the guy.
I really love. You know what the thing is? I've played with, and I think we all have. We've played with guys like Peter Steph.
Yeah.
They're really quiet team men, just go about their business. And then when that guy talks, you all.
Because apparently, when Rassi started coaching the Springboks, he didn't know Peter Steph at all. Before.
Yeah.
Maybe here and there. But he says it himself, he thought Peter Steph was arrogant and nonchalant. He didn't care.
Just that guy, he's really well brought up.
He didn't care about, he just thought the guy, he didn't really he couldn't understand.
Couldn't get him, Couldn't get him.
That was before when Peter was still playing, when players playing him lock and stuff like that. And he wanted to actually drop him. He's like, but
what kind of guy is this?
Who doesn't say anything, who doesn't seem, he just rocks up, does his thing, but he feels like he's not putting in the effort or anything. But he got to understand Peter Steph as a person.
He learned who he is.
Yeah. So I mean, I you can sway me. I think now what you say, when a guy barely talks, then actually now it comes out. Because the guy was a World Player of the Year.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows what he's talking about.
Speel 'n bietjie. Play 'n bietjie rhythm.
Yes.
Say bangus.
Yes.
Say bangus.
I say bangus. Ons is al bang. I say bangus say ons is al bang.
Exactly.
I've actually got goosebumps just like
Say that. It's something where you're like, okay, if it's two things. I mean, I always have this thing of two things, like even it's fitness and also about fear. Those two things. If you feel tired, you're like, I'm tired, and I'm like, I'll look at Bada, I'm like, tired. Bada must be sweating. Not use Bada.
But so the next guy,
I'm like, but this guy must be panting. There's no way that this guy can be more tired than I am. So I'm gonna push myself.
I must keep going.
Fear as well. There's no way. It's like even when it's like if you're in trouble, you're going to this meeting and it's gonna be fireworks, and you're like, okay, fine, I'm gonna go in that meeting. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst? What are they gonna do? They're gonna tell me I'm whatever, but at the end of the day, what is and if you can. That's why when he says we're all scared.
We're all scared, but let's make a plan.
Gotta work, boy.
I'm like, as adults and as pro rugby, you don't have the luxury to let the fear win. You've got to overcome the fear. Like that's just what it is. Okay, back to the Bok coaching job before Tix calls time. So what are we saying? Are we saying Johan Erasmus for the next little period? See if he can take us to 3 in a row.
Look, I think he'll be fine. It will be. I mean, you can't call us as a powerhouse of backroom staff. TB and Flannery and all these guys. Dan Heeman got his stripes. I mean, we can see why the ball is scrumming.
I'm surprised you haven't come in a bucket hat. I'm sure you are. And you're Dan Heeman.
What the hell? You're like, Buckethead. Sport. Now, one of the best scrum coaches. I think when you listen to how he speaks about the scrum, you realize that.
Because we all thought Peter de Villiers, and then you get this guy.
No, but remember when Peter de Villiers, then we had Matthew Proudfoot.
Proudfoot.
And then now we done him and unassuming because that's exactly how he used to play.
Yeah, that's how he used to play.
It was one of
I liked him. I liked him as a prop.
Didn't play more than 7 games.
No, not a lot of box.
He was there. He did his job. Went to Toulouse. Went to France. He had a good career.
To lose and to win.
Yeah, to win. So I mean, he's very, very quiet and hard worker. I mean, I liked when they after the Vitkan story and then. Rassi is full of crap. then he said, they said, Dan, he went for the press conference.
He was like, I have no comment. How's Boogie's character? I have no comment.
You can just see them plotting it. The feelings. Okay, Dan, when you go in there, just tell me.
Stonewall.
I have a comment. All right.
No, that's excellent. Awesome. Yeah, I'm quite happy with 4 more years of Johan Rasmus.
Dr. Rassi.
Yeah. I saw somebody posted a thing. They'd gone for a jog and got a bit of a selfie with him.
Oh yeah.
Like Dr.
Was
Rassi.
he jogging?
Yeah, it was also like okay. Break from the norm.
When you read about all of the injuries he's had in life, I'm surprised he can walk.
That he can actually.
Because back in 2002, when he was at the Cheetahs. They had to make a special
boot for him. He entered Germany, had to have a special boot. Because he had an undiagnosed fracture in his foot for like 2 years.
Madness.
That's why you remember when you that step of his, even when he ran, he does like this. Look at his videos all the time. But he's at full pace. He's like this.
He's like a
he's a good player.
Auxiliary fly half.
He's a good player.
He used to play fluff back in the day.
I know. That's
He's a good player, man. Rassi was a good player.
He was a machine.
Very good player.
I think that's all that we have for today's episode. We're cooking some things. But it'll all come out in the wash.
Oh yeah.
Including but not limited to rugby in Bloemfontein.
Oh yes.
Springboks in Portugal. And then the big one in September.
Absolutely. So, but we'll talk about September.
Yeah, we'll as I say, it'll all come out in the wash.
We'll talk about September.
But for now, Sunday touch rugby. We'll see you lads. Butter's return.
The return of the man. Return of the butter.
Until next time, stay legendary.
Stay legends.